Greetings everyone. I appreciate you taking the time to view this video. In this short discussion I will be covering the topic of holistic healing from injuries. Of course, we all have had some form of injury in our life, whether it's physical or emotional. Here I'm focusing more on physical injuries, but many of the things that I'll be discussing could also apply to the emotional wounds that we experience in our lifetimes. When we have a physical injury, our physical body has the innate intelligence, or the capacity, we could say, to heal and repair itself. So it has this intelligence that it can use to clear away the damaged cells or tissues and replace them with healthy cells and tissues. It's been said that every cell in our body is replaced over a span of approximately 7 years. So every cell that you have in your body now at this moment is different than the cells that existed in your body approximately 7 years ago. So physically you are an entirely different person than you were at that time, even though psychologically there is a continuum of your consciousness. You carry the memories of that previous identity. On the physical level, everything is constantly changing. Cells are being discarded and replaced on a moment-to-moment basis. When we have an injury, of course, that's a traumatic event for the body, and the body has to go into this accelerated repair mode, where it has to devote a lot of extra energy and resources to repairing the damage that has occurred. In order to do that, the body will need the resources that are necessary to accomplish that transformation. Multiple systems of the body are involved. The body has to produce new cells. The body has to eliminate, to clear out old dead cells. The immune system is also involved. And of course, when we have an injury, there's often inflammation in that area. And in that area, our immune system has to be active to make sure that there aren't any uncontrolled growths of pathogenic organisms in the area where the dead cells are. There can be some form of controlled breakdown using bacteria or something of that nature, but the body can't let that process become out of control. When we have an injury, it's very common for there to be some type of a negative emotional reaction or response. So we may feel like we're a victim, we may feel very disappointed or frustrated, we may be impatient, we may have a difficult time adjusting to not being able to do all the things that we were doing before we had that injury. Part of the reason that we may not be healing smoothly from an injury is that psychological factor. If we are resistant to anything that we experience, then we're in a way perpetuating that reality or that state. So if we want to really open ourselves up to a full, complete healing process, we want to be at peace in a state of full acceptance, fully embracing whatever has occurred in our life. When you have an injury, it's already happened. You can't go back and undo that and shift to a different timeline. You have to accept that you are living here right now with this injury and whatever ramifications there are of that injury. Another thing to be aware of is that things which happen in our life are not really coincidental, they are more synchronistic. So whatever injury you may have experienced, there may be some meaning or message there that's contained within that. Different parts of our body have different symbolic meanings. So if you have an injury in a particular part of your body, it would be helpful to explore what that represents, what that part of your body represents, and what an injury there may signify. Sometimes our soul is communicating things to us, and it may take a physical injury to get our attention. We may be going too fast in our life, we may be acting recklessly, we may be overly impulsive, and an injury may be a result of that pattern that we're engaged in. So exploring the psychological and emotional level is one part of how we can release any barriers or obstructions to healthy healing. With injuries, our body has to have energy to repair itself. Of course, our energy is being nourished by, our body is being nourished by energy all the time. There is a flow of energy always moving through us, whether we call that energy chi or prana or life force or spiritual essence or even electromagnetic energy. That energy is always there, giving life to each cell in our bodies so that it can carry out the functions that it needs to. With an injury, your body will probably need extra energy since it has to do more than it would normally be doing. In this case, some forms of energy healing can be very helpful. Different forms of electromagnetic energy, light waves, low-level laser, sound vibration, and laying on of hands type energy healing such as Reiki. These methods can all provide extra or additional energy or frequencies for our body to use to facilitate or speed up its healing and repair process after an injury. When you have an injury to your physical body, it's like there's a shock wave that goes out into your auric field. So that disturbance in energy flow can be present in your energy field, and when the energy field is disturbed in that way, it may be difficult for the body to fully and efficiently repair itself. So restoring that healthy energy flow, that balanced state in the aura, will be helpful in order to foster this process of healing. Next, we come to the physical level, and with our physical body, first the body wants to make sure that you don't further injure it. So there will be usually some inflammation and pain in a particular area that discourages you from moving your body in a certain way where the injured tissue is. So you want to keep that part of your body stable. You'll protect it for a while so that you don't aggravate or further injure that particular part. As the body moves further along in the healing process, that pain and that inflammation and swelling and bruising will tend to dissolve or go away. If you would like to speed up or enhance this process, it is helpful to get more rest. When we're resting, our body is able to use more of its energy to repair itself rather than other activities, whether it's physical or mental activity or digestion, other things that our body is doing. In addition to extra rest, we may want to do some forms of gentle movement to help maintain a healthy blood flow. when our blood flow and circulation is healthy, our body is able to distribute nutrients, and it is also able to clear away any toxins or dead materials that it needs to excrete. There are a variety of nutrients that our body needs in order to maintain its cellular functioning. And when we have an injury, it's important to make sure we're getting the adequate amounts of vitamins and minerals, amino acids, oils or fatty acids, enzymes, and anything else that may facilitate this repair process. Anti-inflammatory foods and herbs and enzymes are really very helpful when you've had an injury. They will help that repair process speed up, which will help the swelling, the inflammation, and pain begin to go away more quickly. Typically plant-based foods, so lots of fruits and berries, certain herbs like turmeric and ginger, various vegetables and greens. These can be helpful. Enzymes are really critical to the body's repair process. In order to break down and replace the proteins in the body, there are enzymes that are used, and we can supplement those. One way to do that is with the food we eat. So fresh fruits and vegetables provide enzymes. There are certain foods that have special or particular enzymes that are valuable in this process, and a couple that I would recommend are papaya and pineapple. Papain and bromelain are those enzymes in these fruit which are very helpful. You can also receive these particular nutrients and enzymes into your body transdermally through your skin. So you could actually make a juice or puree from those fruits and soak a part of your body in that, so that can be absorbed directly into the part of your body where you're looking to have the repair process be sped up, to have that injury heal more quickly. If you have any questions about holistic healing from injuries or any other issues in your life, whether it's physical conditions or psychological and emotional issues, I invite you to contact me. You can visit my website at www.phinsights.com. That's PHINSIGHTS.com. Thank you for taking your time to view this presentation. I wish everyone a good day. Namaste.